Hello everyone, my name's Sami Tamimi and I'm a psychiatrist.
Right.
I'm a psychiatrist from the UK. Yesterday I was part of a group of us who were speaking at the conference in there, and today there's quite a few of us you'll see that have come here to join you in protesting. I think many of us who are psychiatrists understand that the struggles that you have can sometimes feel like a struggle of service users against psychiatrists. And if we look at the history of how change comes about, change very rarely comes about without a struggle. And people who are in power will rarely give up that power without, to some degree, being forced to do so. So I think we understand that, and we want to bear witness to your stories, to the stories of suffering that some of you have experienced at the hands of psychiatry and its institutions. I would also like to say, though, that there's also some of this struggle in which psychiatrists are actually joined together with you, and who feel very deeply about the systems that they find themselves working in, the institutions that we find ourselves working in, and the mainstream ideologies that control how these institutions operate are just as oppressive, certainly not in the same way, but oppressive for us. My experience of psychiatrists, of course, will be very different. The people in my daily life, psychiatrists, I think there's a lot of really good people who feel very compassionately and very passionately about wanting to do good and wanting to care and wanting to help the people who've come to seek services with them. But somehow, something about the way the mainstream operates seems to make that very difficult. I mean, out of all the branches of medicine, I think psychiatry is the one that most attracts people who want to care. But there's something very corrupting about the systems we are forced to be part of.
Thank you.
And so we want to change them too, and there are plenty of us who want to join in that struggle with you. And you know, I doubt if I'm saying anything that is not true when I say that the people who are looking at us now, the psychiatrists who are going in and out of the meeting and who can hear us talking about all of this, I think they know, even if they don't want to admit it to themselves, they know that the systems that we use are non-scientific, are nonsensical. They know that there is a big difference between the ideas that are being peddled about in psychiatry with the pretense that it's a bit like the rest of medicine. They know, for example, that our psychiatric diagnostic systems are just nonsense. They don't really tell you anything. We've had years and years of people trying to research, using diagnosis, trying to look for G's, trying to look for what's going on in the brain, and the cupboard is empty.
That's what he's talking about.
Nobody is finding anything. And the problem with diagnostic type practice is that it creates barriers to being in touch with people and being able to hear and listen to and empathize and try and see the world through the eyes of those who are experiencing problems. And I suspect a lot of people in their heart of hearts know that they are being co-opted into a system that doesn't make sense, that can be very corrupting and that can be very oppressive. So I just wanted to remind you all that there are plenty of psychiatrists out there who are right with you in this struggle to reform and change our institutions.